Hey guys, this is another episode of Dad's World. I'll show you how to install the shelf on drywall, a do-it-yourself shelf. So you can get the parts at Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever store, Amazon. The total shelf cost is very cheap. I'm putting up 5 total. So let's call it 10 bucks a shelf with bracing and everything. Things you're gonna need. Drill. I like an impact for my Phillips, and that's what the screws that came with it are. Possible wall anchors. If you can lucky enough to find a stud, just a drill bit. A little handy dandy thing of attachments, stud finder, wrench. These are for what I got on Amazon. They hold 600 pounds a pair. I went cheap and got an MDF already pre-made 4 foot by a 12-inch shelf. It's MDF, it's cheap, it was $4. You can do better, you can do worse, but for our purposes, we want cheap and we want effective and easy. A nice long level is great. You can use a short one if you can't find a long one. All right, guys, here we go. Let me show you how we're gonna do this. I already hung one shelf. Luckily, I found the studs, so I didn't have to do wall anchors. Wall anchors are great, but they just don't support a lot compared to a stud. This is a 12-inch across. Since I'm going in a corner, it makes it real easy to go across. So instead of trying to line up and be crazy, I'm gonna easily put a shelf up here and show you how to find the other matching frame. Hold this one there. So you put it up, push it into the wall. You grab your other wall anchor, your elbow, and basically you put it on here. And in a nutshell, hold this for one. In a nutshell, what you do, you throw that other handy dandy level off on there. You find your spot with the stud detector, if you get lucky enough to find any. And there's studs there, so I don't have to use the wall anchors. You can if you want to. You can use a Phillips screwdriver, punch a hole in the wall, tap the wall anchor in, and then screw into that. Just be careful, they're known to give. But I've already marked these spots, if you see. I'm gonna put 2 screws in. It requires 3 to get the full support, but I have a cheap piece of MDF. It's only gonna hold so much weight, guys. So let me take this down real quick. I just wanted to show you how we got here to make it as easy as possible. Set this down real quick. This will only take you a few minutes if done properly, which is great. I'm gonna drill this real quick. Always pick a drill bit smaller than the screw size. Otherwise, you're gonna have problems. These came with it. I'm just gonna use them since they're cheap and effective. Definitely hit a stud. Now you say, why wouldn't I drill the rest of them? Well, I want to make sure this lines up first real good. It'd take me an extra second, but I like to take a little level, put it on here. I got it a little too tight. That way, I know since this will hold it, I like to put it up before I make the thing. Once again, easier to fill in 1 hole than 3. Put this up here. I am level. I'll tap this. And still level with weight on it. All right. A little screw hole. intact. There you go, fully functional shelf. Just took a few minutes to install. Very cheap, way cheaper than going. Now, if I were you, I would screw this to this base plate. You could leave it like that. Some people do. I would not. It's a real half-assed job if you do, if you want to know the truth. So what we're gonna do, get another screw here. I got some of these handy dandies. I like to use a washer with them, just because it seems to hold it better, especially with cheap MDF. MDF is reasonably cheap. Hold on one second. Grab some little washers. See, I got a pile of stuff here. Really easy. Set it up. Make sure I get a drill bit that's smaller than or the same. These are threaded through screws, so you can honestly go about the same size. Since they're not actually screwing into the wood, they have their own thing. Real easy line up here, guys. Just go under it. Take your screw. Go to the next size. Guess I had the right size. Well, I'm doing a good job of not getting the right size here, guys. Always start out smaller, easier.